I thought you might find this interesting. So I grow sorghum every year. For those two right there especially, it's a big treat for them. I'll take the heads and cut them off and give them to them like treats throughout the year. And I've got it growing everywhere, but if you notice I got these clumps here. Inside each clump is an apple tree. And these were apple trees that were going to be out here and kind of really exposed to the sun. So I planted kind of a group of sorghum around them to help shade their stalks in their first year. What I wanted to show you, and hopefully everybody hasn't quit for the day yet, was sometimes you get unexpected consequences. I hear them. Now it's finding them. There we go. There's one there. See? The bees. Let me get down there without chasing them away. They're flying all around here, but I can't get any on camera really well. If I find one feeding, there's one looking for a feed right now. What's happened is if you look at this plant, it looks wet. I was walking through the forest about a week ago and I noticed, why does this stuff look wet? Is there water leaking somewhere or what have you? And what's going on is it's sweating out, as sorghum will, in the sun, that sweet sap that it has. And that sweet sorghum syrup sap, same stuff you make sorghum syrup out of, is coating these leaves to help protect the leaves. So what do you think the bees are going to do then? Well, that's just bee candy, isn't it? So they're here taking up this sorghum syrup, which is a lot better for them than sugar syrup. There's a lot of minerals. Doctors during the Depression used to prescribe, there's another one going up in there, used to prescribe sorghum syrup as a mineral supplement because they knew the kids would eat it and it was cheap and every home had it. So that just shows you how elements that you think maybe serve one function or two. So for instance, to me, these things were here functionally to shade out, and you can see they've really protected. We've had a harsh summer. And these little trees back here are just in great shape. No scalding on the stems or whatever. So I figured I get two functions out of it. I get a little bit of treat grain for the birds, and I get protection for the trees. Turns out, on top of it all, I'm feeding my bees. And let's see who else is around right now. They'll eat it later. I freaked them out, I guess. I think they were in the middle of some romantic copulation, and I ruined it for them. But they really like the sorghum heads. As you can see, some of them they've pushed over themselves and eaten the tops off. This is goose fed on here, so what Buddy and Joe will do, since they got tougher beaks, they'll come in right here and they'll just start biting, bite, and then this thing will eventually just fall down like a little tree, and then they'll just feed off the end of it. So I harvest some for them, but a lot I just let the geese bring down. But there you go, bees feeding on sorghum exudates.